Oh, look at that. Metal door. Metal bumper. It's made out of metal. Check it out. It has little strap holes. Oh, let me see if I can get some light on here. Let me try from the other side. It has little straps. So this must be able to put a tarp on here. You tarp it. There's a ladder. I think this is aluminum. And there's oil in it. It's actually leaking oil. And it looks like I got a blowout. There's some type of cable spring here. Runs up here. Does something up here. Oh, it's oil all over the side of this thing. That's what this all is, oil. The tank must have oil in it. Alright, I wiped some of the oil down. It's pretty heavy oil. It's like gear oil, maybe. There's electrical wires here. That's some heavy gauge wires, actually. That's my fire extinguisher. So somehow the fire extinguisher goes down and you turn it to latch it in. The ladder here has a little latch. I'll keep it up. Well, that's something. If somebody owns one of these trailers or bought one, you gotta remember this little latch here. You can break apart your ladder. I just gotta fix the tires. It has airbags in here. Yeah, let's flip it over. Oh, it's covered in oil. This thing weighs so much. It weighs like 22 pounds. There's the bottom half. I gotta put both tires on. Aluminum structures with pins that lock it. Speed control. Brushless motor. This is actually a real oil tank. It runs oil into the pump. Through the pump into the hydraulic cylinder. This is actually a real hydraulic cylinder in here. I don't know if these springs work. Oh, there's springs in here. So you got springs. Hitches, all made out of heavy metal. The whole thing. Has alignment pins when you drop the dump body down, it aligns it. Has a handle, crank. Well, this is not fun. It needs to have a locking system so you actually crank it. Can see what's happening? I guess you kind of go like that. Yeah. Or use both hands or something. Wow, that's so cool. Wonder where I can buy these jacks. Look at the gearbox. It's just like the real trucks. Usually this has the, you pull in and out for high and low. This doesn't have high and low, but there's a gear system in here. See, it runs here, turning this gear over here, this pin. If you can see that. Turn that pin. It turns the shaft. It runs right down here for both jacks. Oops, there we go. Let's zoom the camera out so you can see better. Has little pads, which don't really articulate. My recommendation, any trailers, I have a lot of semi-trailers. Every trailer you get, you got to go over and tighten all the screws up. Because as soon as you run around the house, they end up, seems like you only get a couple times around the house, you end up losing lug nuts or something. Oh, it's out-turn motor. Oh, there's a staple glued to the outside of my motor. It's magnetic to the motor. So you must run the motor forward and reverse to drop it. Oh look, there's the servo feed. So you hook these up to the power. And then you have the servo feed. I do not know, I don't remember if I made a video of my semi. My semi has power, a speed control in the semi. And power sources in the semi and external ports on the back of the truck for this application. I run a 14 channel or something in there right now. I want to get it I want to get it to full 18 channel. But I don't have it quite yet because the receiver for an 18 channel costs quite a bit. See, this doesn't have Loctite on these. So I'm going to have to Loctite everything so that some odd reason the vibration makes stuff fall apart on these trailers. Just drive around. I don't go outside with them, around inside the house. Some odd reason the vibration ends up knocking stuff apart. Let's see what else we got back here. I want to get the lights, but I think everything's discontinued for this system, so I'm going to have to make up my own lights. Okay, so there is no latches in here. They're talking about some type of latching system that you can't force the gate. How does this all operate? Okay, these cables hook. Oh, check it out. These are not tight. So what happens when these get tight? They pull down on the door. That's what it's supposed to do. So when the bed drops down, because when it lifts up, this gets shorter in here. So it releases the cable. See, right now it's tight. I will only open the door there. That's so when the bed fully goes down, it's supposed to pull those cables tight and pull this door tight. And as soon as it starts lifting, these cables get loose, and then the door will just start automatically opening up by gravity. Not too bad of things, all made out of heavy metal. Oh, there's oil everywhere. So I'm gonna put Loctite on these. I think these might be bearings or springs in here. I'm not quite sure. I think they're bearings actually. Yeah, I think the cables are the only springs on here, or the only tensioner. Not too bad. I think I got the last one. I ordered it. And as soon as I ordered it, I saw next time I looked on there that they're discontinued, and now they're not even on the RC4 drive site. So it's been about a week after I ordered it. It disappeared. It said out of stock, but mine came in, so I was happy. I'm like, all right, I got mine. And then I looked a week ago or so, and these are no longer listed on even the RC4 drive site. So this could have been the last one or second one from last when I ordered it. And I don't know what I paid for it because I got it for like, half price or something. Got it for 800 bucks or something like that. And when I first saw these things about 4 years ago, it was close to like 2,500 bucks or some crazy thing. And it kept dropping, and then it went on to sale. And it was like, I think 800 bucks for the whole thing. So I'm not going to be upset about spending 800 bucks because the fact that this thing's built so strong. And it's my first vehicle that actually has a hydraulic system. So I have to learn how the whole system works. I don't think any directions on this thing. I have no directions, so I have no idea what type of oil I'm supposed to put in here. If somebody knows or runs hydraulic systems, and feel free, just go ahead and drop a comment on there, and I'll put in the description later on after I read the comment what type of oil, or if somebody else has questions, they'll know, because I have no idea what type of oil goes in here. Their site, they no longer sell this, so I think this is only can be run off of 7.2 volts. I think anyhow. I have no idea what the max or what the minimum is on the speed control. Might have to write them a comment because I don't want to burn out the speed control, but I think it is 7.2 volts. If somebody has one of these, and you know what voltage I can go with it, please feel free to leave me a comment so I can put it in description too. The total length, it looks like it's 24 inches. Yeah, it's close to 24 inches. I'm not going to get exact measurement. 24 inches. The dump body itself from bottom to back is 18 inches from the bottom down here to the back, since it is tapered both front about the exact same degree. So that's about 18 inches for a dump body. The width is 7.5. Yeah, the width is 7.5. Yeah, it's about 18 no matter how you look at it. About 18 inches. I'm not going to make a video up right now to operate in the hydraulics because I don't know what the voltage is and I don't know what type of oil I need to get because some of it leaked out. I like that little compartment, and I'm going to put straps in here. I might make something that clips on here since this is so narrow, and maybe make a tarp on here and go back. That way there I can hook into these hooks. Well, there's no hooks back here, so I don't think I can do anything with that. I'm not quite sure what I can do with these hooks. I'm gonna have to look some videos up. See, this has a bracket here. I believe this goes for the 8x8. There's actually a cylinder supposed to run down, and this, since these are the same, I believe these are the same beds. Dump trailer bed and the 8x8 truck they had for sale. I don't think it's on there anymore. I think it is on there. I think it's in the discontinued area or somewhere. I've seen it on there, but it's not listed with the semi stuff now. But I believe a fake cylinder actually went down here, and that's why they just left it here. That's kind of cool fire extinguisher. I wonder if I can get more of these because it is actually a lighter and it's a fire extinguisher. So that's kind of really cool. They found it somewhere. I assume they got it from somewhere over in Japan or something. Alright, that's it. I don't think this will lift up. Nope, so it must have some type of down pressure. Or a vacuum on that pump. On the cylinder. It must have some type of vacuum on the cylinder because I cannot lift this up. So somehow when that motor runs reverse, it sucks the fluid out and builds a vacuum so it actually pulls the bed down and pulls it tight. That's kind of cool because it doesn't need to have two hose on the top or bottom. It just reverses and it sucks the fluid out. When it sucks the fluid out, it builds a vacuum up and it pulls it down tight. Unless it's zip tied. Oh, that zip tie holds the electrical. So it's just a vacuum. It pulls a heavy vacuum down that tightens it up. I'll flip it over on this side. That way there I don't have oil on my little couch here. I'm just making sure there's no straps. Wire strap. Speed control straps. Nope, so the only thing that it does is it builds a vacuum up. And it sucks the cylinder down. I think I found my oil leak. There's a vent hose. See that vent hose right there? It's on top of the tank. They should have plugged it and then put a little note in there, unplug it.